If you're a die-hard Browns fan and love breaking down the game like we do, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a blitz. There's a buzz swirling through the NFL world that MICAH Parsons might be gearing up for a monumental shift in his career. Rumor has it that Parsons, the dynamic linebacker, known for his explosive speed and relentless pursuit of quarterbacks, is poised to sign with the Cleveland Browns. This possible move could send shockwaves through the league, especially among rival quarterbacks who have long dreaded facing Parsons on the field. Imagine the defensive chaos Parsons could unleash in Cleveland's defensive scheme, a unit that's been craving a true game changer to elevate their pass rush and overall pressure. The whispers around the league are growing louder, suggesting that the Browns are ready to roll out the red carpet for Parsons, hoping to solidify their defense and intimidate opposing offenses. If this signing actually goes down, it might not just be a routine acquisition, but a clear message to the NFL signal callers: no one's going to escape. This kind of bold declaration fits perfectly with Parsons' reputation for being a relentless force, someone who transforms the dynamics of a game by simply being on the field. The Browns could be betting big on his ability to wreak havoc and shift momentum in their favor. The speculation alone is enough to get fans and analysts alike buzzing about what's to come in Cleveland's defensive front. For quarterbacks across the league, the prospect of facing MICAH Parsons in a Browns jersey is nothing short of a nightmare scenario. Parsons' blend of speed, agility, and football IQ has made him a nightmare for quarterbacks since he entered the league. Now envision him donning the Browns colors, lining up against some of the NFL's most prolific passing attacks. The murmurs suggest that Parsons is already sending a stark warning to opposing QBs, essentially telling them that his arrival in Cleveland means their days of comfortable pocket time are over. This is not just about a player switching teams, it's about a seismic shift in defensive strategy and the kind of relentless pressure that disrupts game plans. If Parsons' potential signing materializes, it could mark the beginning of a new era where Browns' defense becomes a top-tier nightmare for any offense. The atmosphere around this rumor is electric, with fans wondering how the coaching staff will integrate Parsons into their existing defensive scheme. Will they unleash him as a pure pass rusher, or will they utilize his versatility to confuse offenses and create mismatches? The possibilities seem endless, and the tension is palpable as the NFL world waits for official confirmation. What makes this potential move even more intriguing is the psychological edge Parsons might bring to the Browns' locker room and defensive mindset. Parsons is not just a player who makes tackles. He's a leader, an intimidator, and a motivator who elevates everyone around him. The rumors indicate that Cleveland's front office sees him as more than just a defensive asset. They view him as the missing puzzle piece that could push the team from good to elite. Parsons' presence on the field is often described as a game-changing force, a player who can alter the course of a game with a single play. If these whispers turn into reality, the Browns could see a defensive renaissance that stokes fear across the league. Opponents might have to rethink their entire offensive game plans, knowing Parsons is lurking in the shadows ready to pounce. This move could also inspire confidence within the Browns, sparking a newfound belief that the defense can carry them deep into the playoffs. The strategic implications are enormous, and the anticipation is building for what could be one of the most impactful signings of the season. Fans are already speculating about how Parsons' intensity will mesh with the Browns' culture and how it might transform their identity on defense. The timing of his rumored signing is another element fueling the speculation. As teams scramble to adjust their rosters and prepare for the upcoming season, the Browns' alleged move for Parsons could be the perfect masterstroke. Sources hint that the negotiations have been intense and that both sides are eager to finalize the deal. If the Browns manage to secure Parsons, it could shift the balance of power in the AFC, forcing other contenders to rethink their defensive strategies and roster moves. The pressure on rival quarterbacks would escalate dramatically, as Parsons has a knack for getting into the backfield and making disruptive plays. The league is abuzz with conversations about how this signing could influence the Browns' defensive rankings and overall competitiveness. Additionally, Parsons' ability to contribute in multiple defensive roles adds another layer of complexity for opponents trying to prepare for Cleveland's game plan. The rumor mill continues to churn, with insiders suggesting that this move is part of a broader plan to build a championship caliber team. The intrigue is at an all-time high, with every development dissected and analyzed by fans and pundits alike, all eager to see if this buzz becomes a headline. The potential signing of MICAH Parsons by the Browns also raises questions about the impact on his career trajectory and legacy. Parsons has already established himself as one of the NFL's most feared defenders, but moving to Cleveland could elevate his status to legendary levels. The rumors hint at a mutual desire for Parsons to be the centerpiece of the Browns' defense, allowing him to showcase his full range of skills on a bigger stage. This move might provide him with the platform to challenge for defensive awards and possibly even MVP discussion, something rarely seen from defensive players. The media chatter suggests Parsons is eager for this new challenge, ready to prove that he can dominate in a different system and city. For the Browns, it's a chance to add a player with star power and undeniable impact, someone who can inspire teammates and electrify the fan base. The speculation alone has sparked debates about how Parsons' style of play will influence the Browns' defensive philosophy and how opponents will scheme to contain him. This potential signing is shaping up to be a defining moment for both Parsons and Cleveland, with the football world watching closely to see if it unfolds as the rumors suggest. Beyond the tactical and career implications, the chatter around Parsons joining the Browns also touches on the emotional and cultural impact. Parsons' fiery personality and competitive spirit could ignite a new energy within the Browns organization, which has been searching for consistent dominance on defense. The rumors highlight how Parsons' mindset aligns perfectly with Cleveland's. Grit and determination, creating a cultural synergy that could transform the locker room atmosphere. Fans are already imagining the kind of defensive highlights and game-changing moments Parsons could produce, sparking renewed enthusiasm and hope for the franchise. The idea that Parsons might be the spark that pushes Cleveland into legitimate contender territory has generated significant excitement. This is not just a signing, it's potentially a cultural reset that resonates far beyond the X's and O's. The talk around town is that Parsons could become the face of the Browns' defense, a symbol of toughness and resilience that opponents dread. The emotional weight of this rumor adds depth to the speculation, suggesting that Parsons' arrival could be a turning point for the team's identity and aspirations. The strategic fit of Parsons within the Browns' defensive scheme is also a hot topic in the rumor mill. Analysts and insiders speculate on how the coaching staff might utilize Parsons' unique skill set to maximize defensive pressure and coverage. Versatility. The Browns' defensive coordinator reportedly has been eyeing Parsons for months, envisioning creative ways to deploy him as a hybrid linebacker rusher. The rumors suggest Parsons could be the key to unlocking a more aggressive and unpredictable defense, one that confounds quarterbacks and offensive coordinators alike. This potential alignment could allow Parsons to roam freely, using his speed and instincts to disrupt plays before they develop. The chatter emphasizes that Parsons' adaptability might be just what Cleveland needs to transition from a solid defense to a dominant force. As word spreads about the possible sign and debates erupt about how this move could influence the Browns' draft strategy and free agency plans moving forward. The speculation fuels a narrative that Cleveland is building, a defense not just for the present, but with a long-term vision centered around Parsons' abilities and leadership. Enjoying the content so far? Smash that like button and drop your take in the comments. We want to hear what you think about the Browns this season. From a fan perspective, the buzz around MICAH Parsons possibly signing with the Browns is electrifying. Social media platforms are flooded with discussions, memes, and highlight reels of Parsons' best plays, all centered around the idea of him in a Browns jersey. The rumor has sparked a wave of optimism, with fans imagining the transformation of their defense and the elevated chance of playoff success. Some express skepticism, questioning if the Browns can truly pull off this signing given salary cap constraints and competitive offers from other teams. Yet the overwhelming sentiment is one of hope and excitement, as Parsons' arrival could symbolize a new dawn for Cleveland's defense. The chatter also reflects a broader trend of the Browns front office aggressively pursuing marquee players to change the team's fortunes. This rumor has created a buzz that transcends the usual off-season chatter, hinting at a potentially game-changing development that could reshape the narrative around the franchise. Fans are watching closely, waiting for the official announcement that could turn this speculation into reality and set the stage for a thrilling season ahead. The ripple effects of Parsons' potential signing with the Browns extend beyond the team and impact the entire NFL landscape. Rivals in the AFC and across the league are reportedly adjusting their offseason plans, anticipating a more formidable Browns defense. The speculation suggests that quarterbacks on competing teams are already strategizing how to handle the threat Parsons would pose. This possible move could lead to a domino effect, prompting other teams to bolster their pass protection and defensive schemes in response. The rumor mill is abuzz with conversations about how Parsons' presence might shift the balance of power within the conference, challenging established contenders and making the Browns a team to watch. It's a scenario where one signing could reverberate through the league, altering how offenses approach games and how defenses are constructed. The anticipation is palpable, with insiders predicting that Parsons could redefine what it means to be a defensive leader in the modern NFL. This evolving story adds an exciting layer to the offseason drama, keeping fans and analysts glued to updates on this potential blockbuster deal. Considering the financial and contractual aspects, the rumors also delve into the complexities of how the Browns might structure Parsons' deal. Insiders speculate that the Browns are preparing a lucrative offer designed to entice Parsons away from other suitors with incentives tied to performance and leadership roles. The chatter suggests that Parsons is looking for a contract that reflects his impact on the field and his potential to elevate a defense to elite status. Negotiators on both sides are reportedly focused on aligning expectations to ensure a mutually beneficial agreement. The financial commitment implied by these rumors indicates that the Browns see Parsons not just as a player, but as a cornerstone for their defensive future. This angle adds another dimension to the speculation, highlighting the business side of NFL roster building and how pivotal signings can define a franchise's direction. As this story unfolds, the intricacies of the contract negotiations are likely to become a focal point for those tracking the Browns' offseason moves. The financial buzz surrounding Parsons' rumored deal is just as compelling as the on-field implications, making this a multifaceted storyline capturing the league's attention. Ultimately, whether or not MICAH Parsons officially signs with the Browns remains to be seen, but the buzz itself is already reshaping conversations across the NFL. The rumor alone has generated a wave of excitement, speculation, and strategic recalibration among teams and fans alike. Parsons' potential arrival in Cleveland embodies the high stakes and drama of NFL free agency, where one player can change the trajectory of a franchise. The story is still evolving, with insiders promising updates as negotiations progress and official announcements loom. For Browns fans, the hope is that this buzz becomes a reality, ushering in a new era of defensive dominance and playoff contention. For the league, it's a fascinating case study in how a single signing can create ripples far beyond the contract itself, impacting game plans, rivalries, and the broader narrative of the season ahead. The anticipation is intense, the stakes are high, and the NFL world is watching closely to see if MICAH Parsons will make this bold leap to Cleveland, declaring to all QBs that no one will escape his wrath. Thanks for riding with us on another Browns Blitz. If you like the video, share, and with a fellow fan, hit subscribe and ring that bell so you're always part of the Dawg Pound conversation. Go Browns!